Alright guys, listen up. You know I love to explore new places, and this time we're diving headfirst into the heart of New Mexico. We're talking about Albuquerque, people, a city that's bursting with culture, history, and adventure. We're not just skimming the surface here, we're going deep. We're talking about unearthing hidden gems, stuffing our faces with the best local grub, and soaking up the kind of vibes that only a place like Albuquerque can deliver. Get ready for a wild ride because I'm about to drop some serious knowledge on you. We're talking about 20 count 'em, 20 awesome things you absolutely have to check out when you're in town. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and get ready to explore Albuquerque like a boss. This is gonna be epic. First up, we're hitting up the Sandia Peak Tramway. This isn't just some tourist trap, people. This is the real deal. We're talking about a 2.7-mile ride up to the crest of the Sandia Mountains. And trust me, the views are insane. Imagine this. You're soaring above the ground, the city sprawling out beneath you like a giant map. The air gets crisper, the scenery gets more dramatic, and you realize you're seeing Albuquerque from a whole new perspective. And then you reach the top. At over 10,000 feet above sea level, you're greeted by panoramic views that will blow your mind. We're talking about sweeping vistas of the Rio Grande Valley, the Jemez Mountains in the distance, and the New Mexican sky stretching out forever. Seriously, this is bucket list stuff. Whether you're a seasoned hiker or just looking for the perfect Instagram shot, the Sandia Peak Tramway is an experience you won't forget. Now, once you're up there, don't just turn around and head back down. Take some time to explore the top of Sandia Peak. There are hiking trails to conquer, breathtaking views to soak up, and even a restaurant where you can grab a bite while enjoying the scenery. And if you're feeling adventurous, why not try some mountain biking? Sandia Peak has trails for all skill levels, so whether you're a seasoned pro or a first-timer, you can get your adrenaline pumping. But even if you're not into hiking or biking, there's still plenty to do. Just take a walk around, breathe in that fresh mountain air, and appreciate the beauty of nature. Trust me, it's the perfect way to escape the hustle and bustle of city life. So yeah, the Sandia Peak Tramway is more than just a ride. It's an experience. It's a chance to connect with nature, challenge yourself, and see Albuquerque from a whole new perspective. Don't miss it. All right, guys, let's switch gears and head over to Old Town Albuquerque. This place is like stepping back in time with its adobe buildings, cobblestone streets, and vibrant cultural scene. We're talking about the historic heart of the city, where you can feel the echoes of centuries past. As you wander through the plaza, you'll be surrounded by street vendors selling handcrafted jewelry, traditional pottery, and other unique souvenirs. Take your time, browse the shops, and maybe even pick up a treasure or two to take home with you. And don't even get me started on the food. Old Town is a culinary melting pot with everything from traditional New Mexican cuisine to international flavors. We're talking about spicy green chili stews, mouth-watering enchiladas, and sweet, crispy sopapillas drizzled with honey. But beyond the food and the shopping, Old Town is about experiencing the soul of Albuquerque. It's about connecting with the city's rich history and culture and immersing yourself in a place where time seems to move a little slower. Now, one of the coolest things about Old Town is that it's full of hidden gems. You could easily spend a whole day just exploring the narrow alleyways and stumbling upon unexpected courtyards. Trust me, there's something magical about getting lost in the maze of Old Town streets. And while you're exploring, keep an eye out for the San Felipe de Neri Church. Built in 1793, it's the oldest church in Albuquerque and a testament to the city's enduring spirit. Step inside and soak up the peaceful atmosphere, admiring the intricate details and the centuries-old artwork. Another must-see is the Albuquerque Museum of Art and History. Here, you can delve deeper into the city's past, from its Native American roots to its Spanish colonial period and beyond. It's a fascinating journey through time, and you'll come away with a whole new appreciation for Albuquerque's rich tapestry of history. But honestly, the best way to experience Old Town is to just wander. Let your curiosity guide you, soak up the atmosphere, and discover the hidden gems that make this place so special. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. All right, guys, I love a good adventure, and sometimes adventure means getting up close and personal with nature. That's where the ABQ Biopark Zoo comes in. This place is awesome. It's not just your average zoo, all right? We're talking about a sprawling park with over 250 species from around the world. You've got lions chilling in the sun, giraffes stretching their necks to impossible lengths, and even polar bears taking a dip in their Arctic enclosure. It's like stepping into a wildlife documentary, but without the mosquitoes and the constant threat of being eaten. Now, I know what you're thinking. Casey, this is a zoo. You've already sold me on the monkeys and the elephants. But listen, the ABQ Biopark Zoo is so much more than just the animals. They've got this incredible botanical garden that's like stepping into another world. We're talking lush greenery, exotic flowers, and even a desert landscape with cacti that could probably tell stories if they could talk. It's the perfect place to chill out, take a deep breath, and appreciate the beauty of nature. And if you're feeling adventurous, they have a whole section dedicated to reptiles and amphibians. You can come face to face with some of the creepiest crawlies on the planet, from giant pythons to poison dart frogs. I'm talking National Geographic levels of awesome, right here in Albuquerque. Honestly, you could easily spend a full day at the ABQ Biopark Zoo and still not see everything. It's the kind of place you'll want to visit again and again, each time discovering something new and exciting. All right, guys, let's talk about a place that's not just fun, but also incredibly important to understanding the history and heritage of Albuquerque, the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center. This place is a journey through time and culture. We're talking about a museum, art gallery, and cultural center all rolled into one. You'll learn about the 19 pueblos of New Mexico, their history dating back thousands of years, and their vibrant traditions that are still alive today. It's humbling, it's eye-opening, and it's something everyone should experience when they visit Albuquerque. Now, I know museums aren't for everyone, but trust me on this one. The Indian Pueblo Cultural Center isn't your typical stuffy museum. It's an immersive experience that engages all your senses. They have a fantastic restaurant on site called Pueblo Harvest, where you can taste authentic Native American cuisine. We're talking slow-roasted meats, delicious fry bread, and traditional stews that will have your taste buds singing. It's a true culinary journey, and if you're looking for unique souvenirs, the gift shop is the place to be. You can find authentic Native American crafts, jewelry, and artwork made by local artisans. It's the perfect way to support the community and take home a piece of Pueblo culture. The Indian Pueblo Cultural Center is a must-visit for anyone traveling to Albuquerque. It's a chance to learn, to appreciate, and to connect with the rich history and culture of the Pueblo people. All right, guys, get ready for a journey back in time, way back, like 700 years back. We're talking about the Petroglyph National Monument, a place where ancient stories are etched in stone. It's like stepping into an Indiana Jones movie, but without the snakes and booby traps, hopefully. Imagine this. You're hiking through the high desert, the sun beating down on you, when suddenly you stumble upon a volcanic rock face covered in thousands of ancient carvings. These aren't just doodles, guys. These are petroglyphs, messages from the past, carved by the ancestors of the Pueblo people. Now, I know what you're thinking. Casey, hiking in the desert? Sounds hot. And yeah, it can get toasty, but trust me, the views and the experience are worth every drop of sweat. Plus, there are plenty of trails to choose from, ranging from easy strolls to more challenging hikes. One of my favorite things about the Petroglyph National Monument is that it's not just about the petroglyphs themselves. It's about the entire landscape. You're surrounded by this vast open desert with panoramic views of the Sandia Mountains in the distance. It's breathtaking, literally and figuratively. As you hike through the trails, you can't help but feel a sense of awe and wonder. You're walking in the footsteps of ancient people, their stories etched into the very fabric of the land. It's a humbling experience, and it really makes you appreciate the power and resilience of nature. So pack your hiking boots, grab some water, and get ready for an unforgettable adventure through time and nature at the Petroglyph National Monument. You won't regret it. All right, guys, picture this. Hundreds upon hundreds of hot air balloons, all shapes and sizes, filling up the sky. Not just your average balloons either. We're talking giant bees, spaceships, you name it, they got it. That's the magic of the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, and it's something you have to witness in person. This thing is massive. I mean, seriously huge. People from all corners of the globe come down to Albuquerque for this, and the energy is electric. Imagine walking through a sea of color, the sun rising, casting this warm glow over everything. And then, the roar of the burners as these balloons start to inflate. Section 2. The Dawn Patrol. One of the coolest things about the Balloon Fiesta has got to be the Dawn Patrol. Imagine this. It's still dark out. The world is just starting to wake up. And then, these glowing orbs start to rise in the distance. That's the Dawn Patrol, a group of balloonists who take off before sunrise and light up the sky. They're like the pioneers, testing out the air currents before the main event. And let me tell you, seeing those balloons illuminate the darkness, it's a pretty surreal experience. It's like they're painting the sky with light, and you're there to witness the entire masterpiece unfold. Now, if you're thinking about going to the Balloon Fiesta, and you should, here's a tip: get there early, like really early, especially if you want to catch the Dawn Patrol. Trust me, it's worth sacrificing a few hours of sleep for. Plus, the earlier you get there, the better spot you can snag for the main event. You don't want to be stuck behind a crowd of people when those balloons start taking off. So, set your alarms, grab your coffee, and get ready for an experience that'll stay with you long after you leave Albuquerque. Okay, let's talk food, people. Specifically, let's talk about the king of all burgers, the dish that screams New Mexico, the green chili cheeseburger. I'm talking juicy, flavorful, perfectly seasoned patties piled high with melted cheese and, of course, that iconic green chili sauce. This isn't your average fast food burger, folks. This is a culinary experience. The green chilies, they're roasted to perfection, giving them this smoky, slightly spicy flavor that'll knock your socks off. And when combined with the richness of the beef and the creaminess of the cheese, forget about it. Listen up, because I'm about to give you some insider tips on finding the best green chili cheeseburger in town. First off, don't be afraid to ask around. The locals, they know their stuff. Strike up a conversation with a bartender, a taxi driver, that friendly-looking grandma at the bus stop. They'll point you in the right direction. Next, keep your eyes peeled for those hole-in-the-wall joints. You know the ones I'm talking about, the places with faded signs, plastic booths, and a line out the door. That's where you're gonna find the hidden gems, the places that have been perfecting their green chili cheeseburger recipe for generations. And finally, be adventurous. Don't just settle for the first burger you see. Try a few different places, compare and contrast, and find the one that speaks to your soul. Trust me, the journey is half the fun. The green chili cheeseburger, it's more than just a meal in Albuquerque. It's an institution. It's a symbol of the city's unique culture and culinary heritage. So, do yourself a favor and indulge in this local delicacy. You won't regret it. All right, guys, let's switch gears for a second and talk about a neighborhood that's near and dear to my heart, Nob Hill. This place is a melting pot of creativity, a haven for artists, musicians, and anyone who appreciates a little bit of quirkiness. Imagine walking down streets lined with vintage shops, art galleries, and trendy cafes, each one more unique than the last. The energy here is contagious. You can feel the pulse of the city, the rhythm of creativity, flowing through the streets. It's the kind of place where you can spend hours browsing through antique stores, discovering hidden treasures, and stumbling upon street art that makes you stop and stare. Now, Nob Hill isn't just a daytime destination. As the sun begins to set, this neighborhood transforms into a vibrant hub for nightlife. The streets come alive with the sounds of live music, laughter, and the clinking of glasses as people gather at trendy bars and pubs. Whether you're in the mood for craft cocktails, local brews, or a glass of wine, Nob Hill has you covered. You can catch a live band, dance the night away, or simply relax and soak up the electric atmosphere. It's the perfect place to unwind after a long day of exploring the city. And the best part? Nob Hill is incredibly walkable. You can easily spend an entire day and night here, exploring everything from its hidden alleyways to its bustling main streets. It's a neighborhood that begs to be discovered, with something new to offer around every corner. So, if you're looking for a taste of Albuquerque's creative spirit, a place where you can shop for vintage finds, indulge in delicious food, and experience the city's vibrant nightlife, look no further than Nob Hill. Trust me, it's an experience you won't forget. All right, we've been exploring the city, hitting up all the cool spots, but sometimes you just need a chill day, you know? That's where Tingley Beach comes in. This place is right in the heart of Albuquerque, nestled along the Rio Grande, and it's like a little slice of tranquility. We're talking about lush green spaces, sparkling water. It's the perfect escape from the desert heat. Now, if you're feeling a little more adventurous, Tingley Beach has got you covered too. Remember how I said there's water? Well, we're talking paddle boats, people. Rent yourself a little boat, grab your partner in crime, and get ready to explore the Rio Grande. Trust me, it's harder than it looks, but that's part of the fun, right? You'll be laughing, you'll be struggling, you'll be making memories. And who knows, you might even get a little workout in while you're at it. Just try not to fall in. The Rio Grande is beautiful, but I don't know about swimming in it. But hey, even if paddle boats aren't your thing, there's plenty more to do. We're talking fishing, playgrounds for the kids, even a model train exhibit that'll take you right back to your childhood. Tingley Beach really does have something for everyone. It's the kind of place that brings people together, whether you're looking for adventure or just a peaceful afternoon in the sun. All right, listen up, because this next one is for all you TV junkies out there. If you haven't seen Breaking Bad, first of all, what are you doing with your life? But seriously, even if you haven't, this tour is still pretty cool. We're talking about the Breaking Bad RV tour, where you jump on a replica of the iconic RV and cruise around to all the filming locations. Now, I know what you're thinking. Casey, is it really worth it to spend a few hours driving around looking at filming locations? And you know what? But trust me on this one, it's more than just that. It's about the stories, the characters, the sheer brilliance of the show. Plus, you get to see a different side of Albuquerque, beyond the tourist attractions and into the real neighborhoods where the show was filmed. It's like peeling back the layers of the city and discovering its hidden gems. And who knows, you might even get inspired to start your own meth empire. Just kidding, don't do that. But seriously, the Breaking Bad RV tour is a unique and memorable experience that you won't find anywhere else. It's a must-do for any fan of the show. And even if you're not, it's still a fun and interesting way to spend a few hours in Albuquerque. So there you have it, folks. Our whirlwind tour of Albuquerque, New Mexico is officially in the books. From soaring mountain peaks to historic streets and spicy green chile cheeseburgers, this city's got it all. Remember that feeling when you discover a place that's just buzzing with energy and bursting with things to do? That's Albuquerque for you. Hopefully, this video's got your travel gears turning, itching to book that flight and experience it all firsthand. And hey, if you do make it out there, be sure to hit me up on social media. Let me know which spot was your favorite. But for now, I'm signing off. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe for more travel shenanigans, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.